for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Character-driven crime novels can draw the reader in as we learn not just about the mystery and about the case itself, but about the people involved. Let's take a look at a character-driven mystery today and turn the spotlight on Robert Thorogood's The Marlow Murder Club. One evening, Judith Potts is out for an evening swim in the river near her home when she hears what she thinks is a gunshot coming from the home of her neighbor, art gallery owner Stephen Dunwoody. She calls the police, but they don't find any evidence of a murder at first. Then, Judith discovers Stephen's body, and now it's a murder investigation. As she's a witness, she's interviewed by Detective Sergeant Tanika Malik, and she's reassured that the police will take care of the investigation. Judith isn't so sure they'll be able to find the killer, though, so she starts looking for answers on her own. Part of the trail leads to the local vicarage, where Judith meets the vicar's wife, Bex Starling. Bex wants nothing to do with the murder investigation. But she does answer Judith's questions, and secretly she begins to take a bit of an interest. Then there's another murder that closely resembles the first. This time, the murder is of a taxi driver, Iqbal Qassam. Both Diaz Malik and Judith believe the murders are connected, but there's no obvious link between the two victims. Qassam's dog walker, Susie Harris, takes an interest in his murder because she's been looking after his dog. Judith, Susie, and finally Bex begin to work together to solve the case. Then there's a third murder. Could there be a serial killer in the small town of Marlow? If not, who killed the victims and why? It won't be an easy case, but together, the three women and Tanika Malik are determined to solve it. So what are the elements in this novel? What keeps it going and holds it together? The story is told from a few points of view. So we get to know the four women most closely involved in the case. Judith is a retired widow who has her own secrets. She creates crosswords for extra income, and she loves a good puzzle. But she can't be dismissed as a silly old lady either. Bex has always tried to be the perfect wife and mother, and she's never really had her own adventures. For her, this case is a chance to see what she's made of. Susie has had her share of adventures. She has a strong personality and a solid sense of loyalty to the dogs she looks after and their owners, and now her new friends. She has some clever ideas too. Tanika Malik has never been the senior investigating officer of a case before, let alone a murder. So in some ways, she's still learning, but she's smart, she's capable, and she's determined. She struggles to balance her home and work life, but she manages. She soon learns that working with Judith, Bex, and Susie as a team is a lot more productive and a lot less frustrating than trying to keep them away from the case. So she gets permission to have them serve as consultants, and we see how these four different women work together. Another element in the novel is the town of Marlow. It's a small town with a long history, and that plays its role in the story. People know each other and gossip about each other, and some of the information that they get helps solve the murder case. The solution to the murders is unusual, and it takes some astute observation. The women involved have to pay attention to what people say, and they get a little luck to solve the case too. The evidence the police get adds to what the others have found out. The Marlow Murder Club is a light but not at all frothy mystery of three murders. It features links to the past, a puzzle that looks impossible on the surface, and four women who are determined to solve it. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.